What is up, guys? It's me, Ben, here at Press Start. I know we've been away from YouTube for a little bit. We had some staffing changes that we've been getting new employees up to speed. We've also made some changes to how we test consoles and controllers and games and just improving the store, improving the products that we offer. But we're happy to say that we are back. We're going to be making some more content. So just a little bit of a roadmap before we kick off today. Look for some more shorts that we're going to be putting out. We're going to have some little entertaining time lapses of cleaning games, of testing them, pull back the curtain a little bit just to show you guys how we do things, maybe some meet the team stuff if people are willing, so you can get to know more than my face here, just some of the people behind Press Start and what we bring you. And then we're going to be kicking back off our YouTube update to go along with our weekly update just in the store in general. Wednesday is our big update day when you let you know everything that we're doing, everything that's going out. But on the YouTube side here, we're going to be changing a little bit how we do it. It's a little redundant to just show you, hey, these are all the games, because you can see that on our website, you can see that on Facebook. So what we're going to start doing on YouTube is we're just going to zoom in on one or two specific games that are going out. Some of the more expensive ones, rare, obscure, hard to find. We're going to show you some gameplay. I'm going to give a little review just from maybe the initial level and my impressions on them, and we'll talk a little bit about why they are the price they are, because people are always like, why is this game so expensive? We're going to try to get some answers for you. So without further ado, I'm going to show you guys real quick just all the stuff we have going out this week, and then we're going to talk about some games. The main theme of the day is going to be PlayStation. We have a big stack of PlayStation 2 and PlayStation 4, and our highlights are going to come from each of those categories, as well as a lot of great games. We have a backwards compatible PlayStation 3. We don't get those super often, so we're happy to get that in. We also have a special edition Pokemon Gale of Darkness Nintendo GameCube console. Comes with a memory card and a matching silver controller. So that is all hitting the shelves today. You can check out more on our website if you want to see a more detailed list of everything going out. You also can browse on and shop on our website, and that's going to be pstg.store. The first game we're going to highlight today is from PlayStation 2. It is Godzilla Unleashed. This game could also be found on the Nintendo DS and the Nintendo Wii, but the PS2 one does seem to be the most desirable one. We have this game in the original case, but it is missing its manual. We have it priced at $57.99. Physically, it's in great condition. The case has been cleaned off and de-stickered like all of our cases. The game has been fully tested and professionally resurfaced, so it looks and runs good as new. As far as gameplay, Godzilla Unleashed is sort of an open world fighter game. You get to play as Godzilla, or one of the various monsters from the Godzilla canon. You get to fight against each other. You can just do standard arena combat where you fight against some buddies in kind of like a brawl or a team-like fashion. But there's also a campaign. You get to play as Godzilla and fight the various monsters that pop up. The gameplay was a lot of fun. There is pretty much no tutorial, and it throws you right in, which is not uncommon for some older games. There certainly seemed to be some combos and a blocking mechanic. It was very enjoyable, albeit a little difficult. It seems like there's some good depth of gameplay, which is always great to see for older fighting games. And it really was just very aesthetically pleasing and a ton of fun to just stomp around like a huge monster and shoot energy beams. I've never played this game before, so it's obvious that I don't really know what I'm doing, but I feel like I got a pretty cool combo off here at the end. The second game we're going to be highlighting today is for the PlayStation 4. It is Stranger Things 3: The Game. This is brought to you by Limited Run. This game is priced at $84.99, so a little more expensive, especially for a PlayStation 4 game. That's very pricey. Because it's made by Limited Run, unlike most PS4 games, it does have a full actual paper manual, which is really cool. I personally love to see that. It just makes it feel a little better, and it's a nice little touch. But the game, again, like we've been seeing with some other, especially PlayStation 4 titles, it's been pulled from everything online. So you can't buy it on Steam. It was actually pulled from there. You can't buy it on any online shops. You can only buy it physically, and that makes the price go up. But for the gameplay, this game was a ton of fun. I went through the first level, and it gets you right into the action, you know, with some pretty, not even really tutorials, but it has a nice UI over just showing, you know, use X to interact, and just naturally kind of pushes you through with some arrows guiding you where to go. Starts off with a little fun, helping Steve find his keys just to show you, hey, you have a bat, you can break some boxes. And the sound design and the visual aesthetic were all very charming and very nostalgic, and just a great experience. You continue through the first level, and you're trying to go the back way into the mall so you can sneak into the movie you want to see. Power's off, so you have to sneak around and kill some rats, and you got to turn on some breakers and apparently kill this guy. I guess he's dead. He disappeared. And uh-oh. Well, let's see where this goes. You can see they're already kind of hinting at, of course they know that most people who have played this have seen the show, so they're trying to bring out some spooky vibes. But once you get through the first level, you can see there's a little bit more open world. You get a couple quests, going to get some money. You were seeing how we were getting some currency already as we were busting open those boxes. So it has some pretty cool RPG-like elements. All the combat seems like it's real time, with some character swapping where you can play as different characters in your party. Looks like there's some crafting mechanics. There's going to be some progression and some RPG elements. All in all, seems like a lot of fun. I'm actually somewhat intrigued at the game and would consider playing it myself. So I think it looks like a great title, especially for, you know, today on Modern, where a lot of stuff is just AAA and recycled. Might be a pretty cool indie experience. Hot pickup, come and get it now. Want to let you guys know some new stuff going on at the store. First off, for our locals out there, we are happy to announce that we are going to start carrying CRT televisions. It's something that people have been asking us since we opened. Of course, there's a lot of HDMI converters, but as a Super Smash Bros. Melee player, I'm a little bit of a purist, and they're always going to be a compromise. And there's not going to be the same feeling of playing that great nostalgic retro game the way it was meant to be played on a cathode ray tube television. So, we need your guys' help. CRTs is not something I can just order online. It's not something I can just go out and find consistently. So if we want to sell them consistently, like everything else, we need to source them from the community. So we are going to start accepting CRTs for buying and trading, with some caveats. Because as some of you may know, not all CRTs are made the same. There's different sizes, there's different eras and generations, just like modern TVs. There's different form factors, all different kinds of things. So here's what we're going to be looking for and the kinds of CRTs we're going to be taking. Size, we're going to be taking CRTs anywhere from 13 inches to 21 inches. Now that size is the screen measured diagonally, and it does not include the bezels. So you just go from corner to corner of the actual display. Any bigger than 21, it just gets too unwieldy. I don't want you guys to have to lug it in here. I don't want a customer to have to carry it out and then just take up too much space. Also, we need to make sure the TV has an RCA connection. That's the yellow, red, and white. Some of them might only have yellow and red or yellow and white. That's also fine. But it needs to have RCA. Some of the older ones only had the coaxial in for cable, and that doesn't help us. The last thing is remote. Some CRTs are able to change input and go to the RCA part, AV1 or 2 typically, just by changing the channel or on an input button. Some of them need a remote, and even though they have the plugs, there's no way to change it without the remote. Now you can use a universal remote on a smartphone app, but it is a little difficult and it's going to bring the price down. So be sure you do your research. There's going to be various prices. We'll update you guys soon on what we're going to be offering, but feel free to call us if you have questions or bring them in. Probably going to offer somewhere in the $20 to $50 price range, depending on what we have. Unless you have like a Trinitron, then it could be more. If you know, you know. Some more news here at the store. For those of you that haven't already been a part of it, we have started having shows on Whatnot. If you don't know what Whatnot is, it is an online selling platform, kind of like eBay combined with Twitch. So it's a live stream, live auctions, where we hold up everything, you know, like I hold up a game in front of the camera, and you see what it is and people bid on it. 15, 20 seconds, on to the next one. So if you're not a part of Whatnot already, you can use our invite link to get $15 credit towards your first purchase. And you also can follow us there. Our name on Whatnot is PSTG for Press Start Tech and Games. And we have shows pretty much every week. Hope to see you there. That's going to just about do it for us today. Just want to let you guys know what our weekly sale is. Everything Xbox in the store is 15% off. So that's all Xbox games, controllers, and consoles. That does apply on the website as well. Just make sure if you're shopping online at checkout, you use the coupon code Xbox15. That sale is going to run through the end of this week, and we'll have something new coming for you guys next week. But thanks for joining us today. Hope you enjoyed our new flavor of our YouTube updates. We'll see you guys next week. Have a good one.